think it took so long for the coaching staff to come to their senses?
Look, Frank, getting into the starting lineup is something that's not given, bro. That's something that's earned, and it just took me a minute to earn the coach's trust, that's all.
Well, it must have been hard waiting, though, right?
But I don't look at it like I was waiting, you know? I was working, man. Doing what I love to do, it wasn't that difficult for me.
Well, okay then. Well, how much do you think not being the coach's first choice in the draft made getting into the starting lineup an uphill battle for you?
I'm not about to get into it with you, Frank, but it doesn't matter who drafted you. You know, it don't matter where you was drafted, none of that. Once you're here, your job is winning basketball. Same for the coaches. Everybody's just focused on winning games, not playing favorites.
But come on, it sure looked like favorites were getting played earlier in the season.
Those are your words, bro. That's not what's going on in the locker room.
Yeah, okay, all right, fair enough.
Thank you, Frank.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Thunder, no doubt, one of the NBA's best-dressed squads. Coming down the tunnel earlier tonight, they'll want to carry that sharp look onto the floor in front of their home crowd. A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sideline. And the Houston Rockets starting five. The pairing up front, Tice and Wood. The backcourt made up of Wall and Green. And it's Big Cat in at the small forward position. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick.
Well, you know, everyone wants to see what you got. In reality, also, you want to see what you have against the best players in the world. So it'll take some
to the inside, Big Cat. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Pass to Big Cat. Buries it down low. Big Cat's
rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Here's Big Cat. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Here's Big Cat. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, looks. They've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Big Cat. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists. Get him the ball and get out of the way. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll attack the rim as often as you let him.
That's impressive stuff, too, for a young player. He looks like he's going to get it.
Passes it to Big Cat. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists here tonight.
Reliable option. It's going to open some stuff up.
Wall passes to Big Cat. It's good. 16 points for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed.
And this is the reason why, on display.
To the middle, here's Big Cat, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And that's a nice assist from Wall, scanning the floor, just looking to find the best shot possible. Just turning into a great shutdown defender.
Gordon kicks to Porter. Here's Big Cat. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Big Cat's got 22 points. Houston moving the ball around. Şengün passes to Big Cat, and he goes in for the dunk.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it...
Big Cat, the pass to Şengün. Inside. That one finds the mark on target from Big Cat. Now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time.
That's his first personal foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Houston.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
I'm loving the ping pong.
Physicality get going.
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up, and he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line. The number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
One-on-one here. Bobbed up there for Green. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And that's the kind of play.
It's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter.
It's leading by 5. Inside, here's Big Cat. Nice pass. Led into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Beautiful assist.
Pass to Big Cat. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Big Cat's got 39.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Side Gordon. Back to Wall. Şengün passes to Big Cat. It's good.
17.
Big Cat's got 13 points.
Alexander.
Pass to Big Cat. And another assist.
That makes 50.
Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets. The backcourt made up of Wall and Green. The pairing up front.
3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous Alexander came to the Thunder, came over that time from Green. Houston leading by 8. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, it feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Rockets have shot
Having
60.
a monster night.
And one can only imagine what Green will be like, Greg, with a little time.
And still refining his shot release.
They'll be shooting free throws here.
All the officials are all over that.
In a moment now, quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Pass to Big Cat. Here's Wood, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Assists like that have typified.
But didn't need to. Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Martin the pass to Big Cat, and he comes up with the deuce. Big Cat's got 57 points.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Thus far.
Wall passes to Tice. Here's Big Cat. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
In basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. The shot's good from Big Cat.
And that's just cold. And he may not be converting every chance he gets at the breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Shooting for Houston, number 17.
And he's good on the second. And last season, 41.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
His 7th rebound here tonight. Floats it up for Wood. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the evolution of Wood continues to impress, accepting a bigger role. It's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this season.
And good. He hits it again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Shoot 2 free throws.
Team is in the penalty.
That's good for Big Cat. And the Thunder going with the whole new group out there.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Big Cat. So we see Houston taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.
Having covered the league for many years now, I've seen my share of championship teams, and I see a lot of similarities between those teams and this team. Is it fair to say that you see yourselves as title contenders?
You know, we try not to worry about those labels. Our goal is to win a championship, same as every team. But as far as being a contender goes, that's something for the press to evaluate.
With how well you've been playing, has the thought even entered your mind that this year could be your year?
It enters your mind, yeah, but there's so much that we have to do between now and accomplishing that goal, and I don't think it's beneficial to focus on something so far down the line, John. Hey, everyone.
Look, you put up big numbers tonight, MP, and is this just a confirmation that you should have been starting from day one?
You know, I think it's confirmation of how far I've come as a player since I got here. I got to give a ton of credit to the coaching staff. They definitely prepared me for this moment. You know, I'm still fairly raw when they first got me. As much as I don't want to admit it, it's the truth. And I spent a lot of time in the gym working on ways that I could elevate my play. And that was the work that you saw on display tonight.
Okay, but MP, let's be honest here. Were you trying to send a message to the coaching staff with your play tonight?
Nah, Frank, we all on the same page here. There's no need to send any messages.
Well, I guess just that it should have happened sooner.
I'm not focused on messages. I'm just here to help the team get W's, man.
All right, okay. Thanks, MP.
All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you.
Yeah, MP saying all the right things in public. What did you expect? That's what he's supposed to say. But I'm hearing he wants out. That's right. He wants to be traded. The coach doesn't like him. He doesn't like the coach. So it's no surprise, really. Plus, he's spoiled. He's used to getting whatever he wants just because people know his face. But it doesn't work like that in the NBA. You got to earn your respect here. If MP thinks a change of scenery is going to solve all his problems, he got another thing coming to him. He's got to learn to respect the game. The basketball gods are what they call them. There's no shortcuts in this league. Doesn't matter how famous you are off the court.